Hello and welcome back to Sera Pocha-Kawa. Today we're going to be talking Cutsews. We'll start with one from Violet Femme from their Dear Ichigo series, and the print is called Dreamy by the artist Milky Ribbon. The print is a mixture of stars and strawberries along with clothing, accessories and food. I would say that if this was in pink it would remind me of Sailor Moon. It has that dreamy girly vibe, kind of magical girly. I haven't corded with it yet because I don't have the exact kind of colour to match it yet, but I'm hoping something's on the way that'll work with it. So this was the closest colour skirt that I had that wasn't black. It's listed as going to a 130cm bust. It's a poly cotton blend and is stretchy in the arms, although the elastic can move around. That depends on the size of your arm and how much you're moving around. I had only one issue with the Cutsew. The frill detailing isn't continued at the back. I don't think I'm the only person who had said this, that it would have been nice to have it on both sides. Overall, I really like this item. I think it was a great idea to have an all over print. I was worried it would just be one-sided. I think the style of collar let it down slightly. That was my only issue with it. I would have preferred maybe a different cut collar. When you wear it with a JSK, you have to tuck it in and you don't really have a choice. Maybe a different cut, or it should have been continued maybe on both sides. I'm not entirely sure. It's not unwearable, it's not that big of a deal. I probably would be wearing it with skirts anyway. It's still a nice flowy piece, which I think is what a Cutsew should be, and it's comfortable and light. Yes, I would always prefer if it was cotton, but as we saw with their cafe series, it is quite difficult to get prints onto cotton. Overall, I would recommend getting one of these. It came in 5 different styles, so there is kind of one for everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's her. It's Angelic Pretty. I know most people would associate Angelic Pretty and plus size Lolitas, but here you go. From searching online, I think this is the Lucky Key Cutsew. It's listed as 83cm bust and 75 waist, and released in 2014. The most important part, I think, in the listing on Lollyberry is that it's 100% cotton, and I think this is what helped the fit. I'm nowhere near the listed size. I'm about 112cm bust in this video, probably 102 waist. Anyone who's watched my videos knows I always have trouble with the arms. My arms are quite big. I didn't know these were going to fit. There was a couple of things I thought about before buying them. I searched to see could I find anyone plus size wearing them, which I couldn't. But I had seen somebody wearing a similar Cutsew, and I looked up the information for that. And this is where I drew the line that it being cotton would work. That it was the only thing I could find that both had in common. I'm not sure if they were the same brand, but it was the only thing I had to go by. The other thing I thought about was could I resell them, and the price that I got them at, I think I could have resold them quite easily. You know, they weren't a strange colour or anything, and they were a popular, well-known brand, so why not? I took the chance and it mostly worked out. I'm sure you can tell that it is, even for me, quite short on the torso. That means any kind of, upward arm motion, I could be flashing somebody. So I may add something to the hem just to give me an extra bit of cover, or I may find something like a vest of some kind with like a frill at the end of it that I could put on underneath. Failing that, I'll just stick to wearing it under JSK, which isn't really the end of the world. I don't know would I recommend this Cutsew to everybody. While it did fit me, I do have a small cup size and small shoulders. So if you're big shoulders, big bust, I'm not sure how it would quite fit, but do what I did. If you can get it at a cheap enough price, test it out. If it doesn't work out, try and sell it on. Even maybe look for something that's maybe a bit damaged or marked that you can just use as a tester to say yeah, it fits or no, it doesn't fit. Well, I mentioned it before, I think maybe in my first video, I wanted to talk about the RR Memorandum Cutsew. Doesn't seem to have a particular name, but their mascot is a Shar-Pei called Rolo, I think. They have their mascot on a couple of their pieces, that's really cute. I'm not sure whether I should have gotten a t-shirt instead, but I think I can make it work. It would be better with a collar underneath. I have seen it with collars and it looks just so much nicer. It's 100% cotton. It is extremely comfortable. It is like wearing a hoodie. It's so comfy. They're still a very new brand and they opened in 2020. They have a print on demand service if you're looking for something similar. But their other OPs and skirts and things are normally quite limited, so you're better off to sign up to the newsletter. I think I have their XL, which is 116 bust to 124 centimeter bust. It's a bit long, but I don't think that matters when you have it tucked into a skirt. It's probably an extra bit of security anyway. It's fine, I think, for something more casual. I need to kind of test it out and see would it work. When I add the collar, will it just give it that extra bit of zhuzh, for lack of a better word. They also do some collab work, and they stock Flight of Femme items in their shop for, I assume, Brexit reasons. It makes it a bit easier. At the moment they have a very cute Autism Pride t-shirt, which is worth checking out. If I do any cords by adding the collar, I'm sure that I'll get on something about it, you'll see it that way. The next Cutsews we'll be talking about is Princess Cerise. I just wanted to show how the website looks if you're trying to order a custom size. You can see that they look for bust, waist, height, etc. They'll then email you. I got a pack, so I had to pick what colours, and I didn't get to pick them until after I made the order, paid for the order. I then got an email to say, would you like to pick your colours? Before I touch on that, I can't find where I messaged them, but there wasn't actually an option for Ireland, and I had to pick the UK and say it was from Belfast. It didn't affect how my item shipped, because I wrote the full address and they were aware that I'm not in the UK, but I thought it was the closest from the list that I could pick. At least it would be on the same island as me. If it accidentally went to the north, that they might be like, oh well, I know this isn't, this should be the Republic. So if your country doesn't appear on the list, just give them a message and they'll explain how to sort it out. So this is a screenshot of the email where it asked me to pick the colours. I picked 4, 6, 5, 2 and 3, and I said if they were unavailable my next preference were 7 and 1. It also said in the email that I could readjust anything that was incorrect, but everything from my original order was fine. I started the order on the 5th of May, and by the time they arrived was the 4th of July. I think for something custom made for my size, I think that's a great timeline. I'd also made other comments on my order that I didn't want anything that was toy or baby related. It's fine if you were wearing maybe, is it AP's toy box. I think for Fairy K some of that stuff is fine. But what I wanted them for, it wouldn't have worked, and to make them more versatile I wanted them more plain or with like a matching colour. It was quite difficult to try and find what embroidery they do have available. I just tried to find what I didn't want and hope that what they use would be okay. In the end I got like fruit, moons, Sanrio characters, bears, these were all fine. The pink I unfortunately sold. Like I say, I feel like I say this every 2 videos, wasn't the right pink, so I had to let it go. they do size everything up. I think they had emailed me back, can't find it right now, but I'm sure that it said, well, if you're 115, we're going to make the Cutsew to 120 just in case. And that was fine. You know, a Cutsew is meant to be kind of comfy and loose, so I didn't really mind. I would say that this style of cut isn't for everybody. It's not particularly my favourite cut either, because it's cut above the bust, not underneath. But I still think it looks fine. I think because there's so much material when you tuck it in, it just kind of evens out or something. I'm sure you can see that. Overall, my experience with them through the order process and through emails, we had a bit of a hiccup with EGL, and they were replying pretty much within the hour. It got sorted, it was an error. I got an automatic email, I thought I had to pay something, and I didn't have to. So it was really, really good. The only thing I would say is that the website can be quite confusing. I would use Google Chrome. Even then, I found not everything was translated. What I would say is take your time, and if there is something that you don't understand, I think that they're so fast to reply that just send them an email or a message. I think I messaged them on they have an English Instagram as well. I'll link whatever I find and better pictures of these screenshots in the blog post. And I'm going to finish it up there. I was actually waiting for another order to arrive. I've gave it a very long time, so I'm just going to make that a separate video altogether and just leave it with these and include the other items that I was waiting for in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I've recorded my Taobao stuff, I just need to put it together. And in early January, I'll probably do my 2023 wardrobe video. So you have that to look forward to. Thank you so much. And if this is the last video I do for this year, I want to wish you a happy new year. I hope it's safe and I hope it's happy. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.